identity change. Okay, we know it's the key. It's the most important driving force on how to create personal change in your life. It's the most important aspect of self-development, of personal growth. So the question is, how do you shift your identity? How do you shift your identity to achieve your goals? In this video, I'm going to give you 3 steps on how to do that, on how to work towards your goals, at the same time shifting your identity to become someone new. So it all starts with intention. For anything you want to accomplish in life, that we want to do, set out to achieve or become or acquire, we need to ask, who do we want to become? Who is the person? Who is the man or woman I need to become in order to get that thing, to experience that result, to achieve that outcome? Who do I need to become? That's the most important question. But we're not used to asking that question because we're not taught to ask that question. We're not taught to make a plan for our life, so to speak, with intention. But intention is key. To really achieve what you want in life, whatever goal it is, you gotta go deep. You gotta go deep before you can go out, before you could start making moves. So step 1 is, what is your vision for your life? And I don't say this like tongue-in-cheek, or like I don't say this lightly and to be rah-rah self-help man here, but it's the truth. Many people, including myself for years, are walking around this planet without an intention for their life, without a role, without a vision for their life. They don't know who they want to become. And I was like one of those people, being bounced around, you know? That's how we feel. Like we live in that mode where we're just being bounced around from here to there, trying to get through life. But it doesn't have to be that way. Dig deep. Who do you want to become? I spent a good year of my life, literally, more than that, just examining myself, like journaling, you know, taking an inventory of my life and what I want to be and what I want to change and what I want to add, what I want to subtract. You know, values, like determining your values. That's a big one, you know, not just goals, but what do you stand for? What's important to you? You know, what do you want to experience? Because that's what it really comes down to, being a human, is your experiences. So that's the first part. Make a vision for your life and don't rush through it. Don't rush through the process. Take as much time as you need. Like, really go deep on determining what you're interested in, what you're passionate about. And don't ask how, don't look for that. Just find out your why you want to do these things, and establish who you want to become. Nail down that intention. So once you have your intention down, you need to decide, what are your next steps? I have a friend that said to me a while back that what they really want to be doing with their life is writing books. And I was like, oh, cool, that's awesome. What do you got? What are you working on? And then they were kind of like vague with their answer, and like, nothing, I got some things in the pipeline and whatnot. Not really sure what all that meant, but I took it as a sign that, unfortunately, this is not going to go anywhere. Hate to say that, but it's just not. Because, okay, you want to write books. Great. How do you start them? So the first step is, you made your intention. I want to write books. Who do you need to become? So step 2 is to chunk that down and make a plan. So what does a writer do? What does a person who writes books do? They write. And they write a lot. And they write some more. And it doesn't mean you're going to say, okay, you're going to break down the chapters of your book. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about get writing. Like, what could you do to facilitate you writing a book one day? That may be something that's 5, 10 years down the line, but what could you do now? You need to become a writer. So how do you become a writer? You need to say, like, okay, maybe I'm going to take a writing class. Maybe I'm going to just start a blog and write every day. Maybe I'm going to, look into some webinars on writing. Maybe I'm going to go back to school. There's so many options. I'm just throwing it out there. But that's step 2, is to take one of your intentions and chunk it down. What is it that you need to do? And then number 3, this is the most important part, because this is how you're actually going to achieve your goals and your vision, is you need to just move your ass. You need to take action, and not analyzing it, not overthinking it, not worried about what this one or that one think, not asking how am I going to do this? Well, how am I going to do this? Asking how is just going to take you out of the game. Every day you need to just set clear goals. Okay, I want to be a writer. I want to write books. I want to write a book in 10 years. Every day, what could you do? Well, you established in step 2 that you're going to start a blog, and you're also going to take a writing course and maybe get a certificate in writing, whatever it is. So what are you going to do every day now? Because those things are going to take time. Every day you're going to say, oh, between 8:30 and 9:30 a.m. or 8:30 and 9 o'clock a.m., whatever, I'm going to write 500 words, or I'm going to write 500 words a day. That's part 3, setting a clear goal, a clear daily target that you're going to do that moves everything along, that moves getting that writing certificate along, that moves writing that blog post along, that moves eventually writing your book along. That's the critical part. And that's where identity comes in. You need to think, feel, and act like who you want to become. You want to become a writer, so you need to think, feel, and act that way. There's this great saying that spiritual guru Michael Beckwith always says, you don't get what you want, you get what you're interested in. You're going to get in life whatever you're showing the most interest in. So if you want to be a writer, you need to show interest in writing. Also too, if I think back to a lot of people, who struggle getting in shape or, establishing a fitness routine. Why it's hard is because the fitness industry has had it so wrong for a long time. It's not about, quick schemes, quick fads. It's not about quick diets or hacks to get in shape. It comes down to making a choice. What's your intention? Your intention is to get in shape. Well, really, make a choice to be that person. What does a person who wants to get in shape do? Well, they eat healthy. They show interest in health and fitness and longevity. They exercise. They work out. You have to take on the characteristics. And even if you don't know how, you have to start small. You have to make choices every day, even if they're the wrong choices. Just make any damn choice in the beginning, because you'll eventually figure out it's wrong and get on the right path, because that's the way it'll go. But you have to take action. You have to think, feel, and act in alignment with your goal. So to recap, focus on shifting your identity for your goal. But number 1, who do you want to be? Journal about that. Spend a lot of time dissecting every single area of your life. Decide what kind of person you want to be. What kind of life do you want to have? Who do you want to become? How do you want to think, feel, and act on a daily basis? Number 2, take your visions, take your goals, and chunk those bad boys down. What do you need to do? What are the next steps? What are the logical next steps in order to get to that ultimate vision? And number 3, set clear daily goals. Move those goals little by little each day. Those are going to do the heavy lifting every day. So if you're trying to get in shape, set the vision. I want to be healthy, I want to be fit, and I want to live a long time. That's an identity. How would you chunk that down? Well, you will chunk that down by saying, I'm going to lose 30 pounds in the next, I don't know, however many a time. Or I want to in 3 years to do a Spartan race or to run a marathon. So that's a chunk down goal. But daily working towards that is what's important. I'm going to work out between 8 a.m. and 8:45 a.m., 4 days a week. That's a clear goal. So take these and remember, you don't get what you want, you get what you're interested in. Also too, if you enjoyed this video, below it I have a link where you can download a free workbook that will help you and guide you through setting a life vision for each and every category of your life. Thanks for watching. Much love.